Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all you lovely freaks out there. My name is Sam, and I am fearing for my life as Anarcho Josh is not even in the studio currently. He is outside doing something. I don't know what it is. All he said today on this episode is that there's going to be a surprise. He didn't give me anything, and he has just entered in here. I was going to go on a rant, but instead he's brought something in. I don't know what it is. Are you kidding me?
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. How are you? Do you think I'm pretty, Sam?
Honestly, I was worried that you were going to come in here and kill me. Like that's all I was thinking is you're going to come in here and you're going to kill me. Instead, all I can wish for is that you came in here and killed me. Like, I would have rather you just come in with
Why is that?
any gun of choice and then just shot me.
Sam. This is my one lady, one non-binary drag show. Because, in drag shows, like, usually the man is presenting himself as a woman just for the show. And then after the fact, he goes back to being a man. So, Sam, here's my proposition for you. Are you ready? If you can use strictly they, them, she, her pronouns for the whole show, I'll give you $50.
No.
What about $60?
There's no amount of money that anybody can pay me to use they, them pronouns.
Why not?
Because nobody is going to tell me what to say, when to say it.
I'm not telling you. I'm just asking.
Nobody on this earth, at least.
So, like, I'm not telling you. I'm just, giving you the offer. Just for an hour.
No, you're a man.
Am I?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
What makes a man, Sam?
I'm sorry, you're a boy.
What makes a boy?
Somebody said something interesting the other day. It was that there's not a lot of men. There's just boys who shave, or men who shave. Who is it? No. Boys that have to shave. Mm-hmm. And this is a great chance to give the floor to the boy that has to shave. Go ahead. Why the hell are you dressed like that?
To make it easier on you, Sam. To see if you can use different pronouns that you're not comfortable using. Just to help you, with this bet that I wanted you to take.
No. You could say that you'd pay me $100,000. I wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I work for my money.
Is this not work? Does this not make you uncomfortable?
No, this is putting aside all of my principles and values to make people comfortable.
Make them comfortable. Existentially terrifying, huh? Do you think I'm comfortable right now?
No, you look very, very uncomfortable.
Well, it's because I couldn't zip up the back.
I don't think that's the reason why. I'm pretty sure the reason why you're uncomfortable is because you're a man wearing a woman's outfit. And you're not pulling it off well.
Do you think this is inherently sexual, what I'm doing?
I think it's inherently retarded.
That's not what I asked. Do you think me dressed like this is inherently sexual?
No, I think it's inherently stupid.
Why?
Because you're putting on a little charade.
Yeah, that's fine.
To prove some, I don't know what kind of point
I just wanted to see if you would do it.
To do what?
To take the bet.
No, you are a he.
A he? Yeah? So, at what point, how many parts of my body have to be replaced with a woman's parts before I'm now a she?
You will never become a she.
No, not never?
Ever.
Not never?
You will never become a she.
What makes a man and what makes a woman, Sam?
Men have dicks and girls have vaginas.
Oh, yeah? Yes. What about people born with both?
Like hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
You're talking about the anomaly.
Yeah, so what are they?
Okay, so if we took into account all of the anomalies, do you understand how messed up of a world we would have.
It doesn't matter.
Like a.
It doesn't matter. Don't we have words that mean certain things? What about those anomalies? What do we call them?
Is a Camaro a truck or a car?
Is it?
Is it a truck or is it a car?
Are bolt cutters a pair of scissors?
First of all, I'm going to say that a Camaro is truck. Just throwing that out there.
If I put a bowl on my head and wear it as a hat, does that make it a hat or a bowl?
No, that makes you stupid. This whole entire thing, it's weird.
Yeah, I bet it is weird. It makes you uncomfortable, huh?
Yes, it makes everybody uncomfortable.
No, I don't think so. I think people are finding it funny as shit. That's what I think they're thinking. I bet they're not feeling uncomfortable, but they're just laughing their asses off right now.
Honestly, the whole entire thing is that I think that it is funny. It is. It's if you were doing it, and I think that you are doing it as comedic relief. You're not doing this to prove a point. This is funny.
Why can't I do both? They're not mutually exclusive, Sam.
My question for you is, why are you mocking them?
I'm not.
Them and theys and those and those.
I'm not. This is part of drag shows. Men, not all men who do drag shows, are gay.
Yeah,
I'm just doing my own personal drag show.
They're batshit crazy and
doing my own personal drag show.
Likely enjoy the presence of little boys. That's what drag show participants are.
You're talking about the minority of cases. What about the minority of cases in that situation?
Why?
You mean the anomalies? The anomalies, Sam? They're anomalies.
No, I think the number is something like 43% of those who. I don't know if I can say the word. This is a common occurrence. I need to just clip out. I don't know if I can say the word. But those who are attracted. Pedophiles, 43% of them are, and I don't even know if I can say the statistic, but I would just lay it out there that 43% of them like water bottles, the shape of water bottles, and that's you know exactly what I mean.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Now
it's kind of like anime. It's like anime. Is that something like 43% of people who watch anime, they're gay. So does that mean?
Is that true? Where are you hearing these things?
I
want to know where you get your sources from, because I would love to look into it and to make sure that you're correct.
I enjoy this right here. This is you dressed up as a woman and then going sources. What, you're gonna make bold claims about bad people and good people and making claims about how people are. I'd like to know where you're getting your research from. Is that not okay? Is that not okay? We don't even have to go over it right now. I'll take you for your word for it, but I just want to know where you're getting it from. People, I'm getting them. I'm getting from the little person underneath my desk. There's a little tiny person about 3, 4, 5, 6 inches tall. This is getting weird.
What's the credentials of that little person? Why aren't you taking me seriously?
I have a little person in my pocket named Randy, and then Randy, I put him on the desk, and then he says 43%.
And have you checked Randy's sources? Where is Randy getting these numbers from?
Do you want me to find it?
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments, I'm sure who's watching is.
Give
me the sources.
Give me the sources.
Yeah.
We're
not doing
this.
At me
in the Discord.
We're not doing this though.
Me in the Discord. With the sources.
So we've got the chat on fire right now. Is that?
I bet.
Somebody's saying, "Can you silly string him?"
We don't have any. Now that would probably make it look more sexual than it is already. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
You just look dumb.
I don't care what you think.
I'm so happy that I'm actually happy that you have this, because it's right here. We have it here, ladies and gentlemen. The first time in Sam Daily Show Studios is that we have ourselves someone who is cross-dressing.
Drag queen.
No, you're cross-dressing. That's what we used to call it, and that's what we should call it.
Drag's been around for a long time.
I know. There's been absolutely batshit crazy people since the beginning of time.
You think they're crazy? Why do you think they're crazy? Why can't they just have fun and put on shows and dress as women if they want to? They're not demanding that they say
they are living in a fantasy land. They are living in a fantasy world.
They know fully well what they're doing. They know that they're not women, because they're not trying to say that they're women. They're saying that they're a drag queen, which everyone knows is a man dressing as a woman, which is different. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with this? I want to know. I want to know what is wrong with this.
You have no idea
How is
that
this
I have strapped the claymore underneath that chair. And at any point, if I push shift,
Well, don't press them, Sam.
yeah, then it just goes.
Oh. So what should I avoid doing to avoid this horrible fate of the claymore, Sam?
Don't know. Caleb says, Sam, am I allowed to get extra YouTube time if I'm watching the Sam Daily Show?
Extra YouTube time.
Yeah, some people are on. They're trying to quit watching YouTube, and so we, tell them to quit watching YouTube, and you only get so much time that you spend watching YouTube. And the answer to that is yes. It's okay to watch Sam Daly's show. That doesn't count towards your YouTube time.
Yeah, because we're bringing you informative content that you should base your opinions on because we're extremists and don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm glad you say it. I don't say it. This is we don't know what we're saying, so anything that we say, you can't hold it against us because it's all a joke. This whole entire world is a joke. Go eat bugs. Everybody go eat bugs. I never got to my monologue, my ranting.
Go off, King.
Yes, I was going to go off on this whole entire bug thing. Have you heard of this? Is that the leaders that be are going to pretty much force us to eat bugs.
Oh, yeah? Bugs are good for you. Did you know that? High in protein?
Yes. I'm not going to eat them.
Why not?
Have you had a steak? Have you had a cheeseburger?
Yeah. Have you ever had chocolate-covered crickets? To die for. Salty and sweet. Ain't got that crunch.
But my whole thing on that, my whole rant on the whole bug thing, right, is we're already eating bugs. Okay, so the food that you go to get fast food and you get yourself a Whopper or a McStruggle, McChicken?
A McFatty.
Yeah, McFatty. You go to McFat-Donald's and you get yourself a McFatty, and then you eat that. That's just bugs. Like, really, it's probably just ground. I wonder how many thumbs. Have you thought about this? How many thumbs do you think that you've eaten in your life?
I mean, like full thumbs or just like had a little bit of thumb in my burger?
No, I'm like talking how many times have you had Wendy's chili?
Oh, yeah, that was a fun scandal, huh? I think I've had it once.
You heard of that?
Yeah. Where they found like a thumb? I think that one was fake.
I'm pretty sure.
I think they planted the thumb in there because they thought it was funny.
McStruggle. Yeah. Max says the WEF is my favorite. I cannot wait to eat the bugs. You're already eating the bugs, Max. You are already eating the bugs. You're already just working and eating the bugs.
Conservative Republican, like anti-soy boy rant than you do about bugs, if I may. So people who say that they're vegetarian or vegan, like, and
wait, do you want to hold up the sign?
Put themselves. Oh yeah, do you want to see my sign? Do you want this one? Look at this. Look at this. Keep your laws out of my uterus. Well, I guess not mine, but I did get it from a lady friend of mine. And you want to see the other side?
Wait, is your lady friend? Is she? What is she?
She's a leftist.
She just is a whore.
No.
That goes and gets abortions all the time.
Oh yeah, totally, all the time. You know what? It's a sport. She has a tattoo of every abortion. She's
Look, the flies are even flocking to you.
I know, because I'm sweaty and I work today. Off with their dicks. And if I get her permission, which I'm sure I will get, hopefully, we can put this up for sale and have the proceeds go to the Sam Daily Show. How about that, huh? Sell it on eBay for something.
Nobody's gonna buy that.
I don't know, they might. Who knows?
There's not gonna be a single person that buys that.
You know what? If there isn't a single person who buys it, then so be it. I get to keep the cool, fun poster.
Are you talking about the poster? Selling the poster?
Yeah, selling the leftist propaganda.
I thought you were talking about selling the outfit.
No, this is mine. I gotta save this for Halloween. I made a bet with my grandma that.
All right, back to the comments. It says right here, social credit plus 9,900,000,000.
Damn right. I'm gonna buy a sandwich.
I'll never be sovereign at this point. Somebody says McStruggle. My hustle. I'm here. What did I miss?
What did you miss?
This.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Welcome to my one-person drag show. How are you? Sam won't take a bet with me where he uses they, them, she, her pronouns with me.
We gotta take calls. This is a call-in show.
Oh, yeah, it is. Let's go.
This is a call-in show.
Let's fucking go, dude.
So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to comment below, smash that like button. Do you want to tell, what do they do with the like button?
They assault it consensually. You ask the nice like button nicely, and if it says yes, then pull out the whip.
Okay, and
now it's inherently sexual.
and if you want to ask questions, go to samdailyshow.com, join the community, scroll to the bottom, click the button, and
the Discord button.
Yeah,
and then
button.
Follow the weird procedural rules in the Discord to join it.
There's a reason why I have this as my saved screensaver. Is it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
I think Republicans and Christians caused more deaths than gay, trans, non-binary people. Just saying.
Did you say they what?
They caused more death just throughout history. I bet. I'd put money on that. You want to take that bet?
You think that those who are Christians? Yeah, especially Paul, whenever he allowed them to take him to prison, right? He definitely he started up
war
and ended the lives of all of those who persecuted Christians, right?
And Noah not letting people onto the ark because of their godlessness, so they just let him die. He just let him die.
Good.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's kill him. Let's kill him. You sound like a fascist. Come on, man.
I think that you don't understand the Christian views on life and death.
Of course not. I wasn't raised in it at all. No, of course not.
Okay, so the comments are saying, what's the return to sender address? Ha ha. Max, you are a hoot. Do we have any callers?
Yeah. Who wants to talk to Anarcho Jane? Come on, man. Y'all scared of a pretty woman, huh?
You are the ugliest. If you were a woman, you'd be the ugliest woman.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Sam.
Jeez.
Beauty's subjective.
Beauty is not subjective. That's
absolutely subjective.
That's why I prefer steak.
Oh yeah.
Over crickets.
Because your body is fundamentally designed to desire meat. Except if you have too much of it, it's bad for you. Same thing with sugar, you know.
Oh, I read the comment. What's the return to sender address?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Why do you?
We got somebody in the waiting room though.
Hell yeah.
Let me jump in here, and then we're going to bring this guy here. All right. We've got caller on line 1. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What's your name, Mr. Caller?
My name is Wyatt.
Okay, Wyatt. How you doing, Wyatt?
Wyatt.
We're happy to have you on the Sam. Shut up.
Sorry.
I'm happy to be on here. So, Mr. Josh or Mr. Great Mrs. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm not married.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't play into his fantasy games.
Do it. It's fun.
Do not do that.
Do it. It's fun. You had fun saying that.
So you made a comment about but you think Christians cause more death than any gay people throughout all history. But did you know that religious wars only make up, or Christian wars only make up about 3.2% of wars caused in all of history?
You know what? You're absolutely right, sweetie. And let me tell you what's the percentage on gay wars or LGBTQ wars, huh? How many gay people, non-binary, trans people have caused wars?
Here, I have a fact. Wait. Wyatt, I have one quick fact. I've got one quick fact.
Yeah?
Did you know that gay people, as far as Christians, is that they have maybe ended some lives, right? But as far as gay people, as that they have never created life ever.
Okay.
No, they don't.
So what?
They don't.
So
wait, I got a comment for you.
Yeah.
This isn't necessarily a deal with homosexuality, but you know that abortion is claimed up to what is it, 50 million? Million. That's like that's almost 10 times more than Hitler. That's almost the numbers of Mao Zedong. That's a lot. That's a lot more than.
I wonder how many people died because of dumb Christian rhetoric that caused violence towards the LGBTQ community, or caused them to kill themselves because no one was affirming their identity. So I think we could pull any number of statistics out of our asses, but like, let's look at the broader
people
thing.
Kill themselves. I don't think the 50% they kill themselves because of bullying. I think it's because maybe the hormones are on.
Oh yeah,
taking that many pills are not good for you.
Oh
yeah, I wonder what in comments you can let me know is that I wonder how many bodybuilders that take testosterone, or even like NFL players, like people who take testosterone. I wonder what that looks like.
I wonder what the levels of testosterone they're taking are compared to a young trans person who is more statistically is less statistically likely to kill themselves if they're allowed to transition.
Did you know that the suicide rate of said community, that I can't put into the sentence because out of fear of being just completely thrown out of YouTube, is that the number of those who are committing suicide during slavery, the time of slavery, is lower than said community of people today. So were they more oppressed? Are they more oppressed, or is the trans community, are they more oppressed today than those in slavery? Yeah,
except for the fact, listen, what you're trying to do here is ridiculous due to the fact that they weren't committing suicide, lower rates of suicide does not completely correlate to their oppression.
Ow.
Oh, don't fart. Oh, no. That looks like it hurt.
Wait, how? Okay, because suicide, let's say if you're oppressed,
and
if you are oppressed, to the point where you consider killing yourself, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You're seriously oppressed, right?
Yeah.
So,
but if your family's oppressed, are you less likely to kill yourself, or are you more likely to not kill yourself to make sure that they're having as comfortable life as possible, so you can provide for them?
I don't understand what do you mean?
So, if these people were in slavery, right? And you're saying that they're less likely to kill themselves. Also, there's probably more
for each other.
Of them now because slavery's been gone for a little bit. The master
provides for the slave.
What's your point?
Yeah, the master fed and sheltered the slave.
Oh yeah, he's so virtuous for that. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm saying is the other slaves aren't relying on the other slaves.
Oh, for emotional support, I bet they are, or taking punishment. Because your buddy Joe Bojack got beaten 20 times already in the past week.
Okay, Wyatt, you have extended your visit. We appreciate you.
Thanks for your call, Wyatt.
No.
I'll see you next time.
Is there anything yet you want to have a shout out to? Your I don't know. You want to give a quick shout out to somebody?
Shout out to Sam Daly Show.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
We really appreciate that. We, as the Sam Daly Show, really appreciate that. Thank you, Wyatt. All right, we got another caller on line 72. Here we go. Caller on line 72. How we doing?
Caller on line 72.
Hello? Anybody there? Okay, caller on line 72 is no longer there. So, wow.
So tell me, Sam. Tell me. Have I not made a good point? Have I not made some pretty good points about how, trans kids?
Dude.
You don't think so?
No, bro.
Why not?
No.
You really... I thought money was important to you. Huh?
Not that... we never... No.
Why not?
Because I don't need the money, especially from you.
Oh, yeah?
You need to go find a new wardrobe.
Nah.
Take that money and go buy, a freaking t-shirt.
Yeah.
Buy a tank top. Go to the gym. Get a gym membership with that.
Nah. I don't have time to go to the gym, honestly.
I'm just glad that you chose something so modest that covers up everything.
Yeah, so I was trying to also prove a point that drag shows aren't inherently sexual.
Oh, okay. So what about here's my question: is that what can I pull off drag wearing this?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily drag.
What do you mean? Isn't drag wearing things that are feminine, right?
Sure.
Okay, so why can't this be feminine? It's
It
it's
could
army
be
green.
in an alternate universe where America has decided that women should wear T-shirts and men should wear like low-cut V's or whatever. Yeah, then it would be feminine.
Yeah,
but we
just
don't
like
live in that reality.
In another reality where there are no genders, then
Some
a
people believe
man
that
can
there's
just say that
concept
they're a
of-
woman.
Yeah.
Just like in an alternate
Actually, if there's no
university.
genders, there would be no such thing as man or women. We wouldn't refer to each other like that.
Okay, but my question still stands: is that what? So why can't this be feminine?
It can be.
Is it?
If the society decided that that was more feminine than masculine, then yeah,
describe to me what is a drag queen?
it's a man who puts on a show dressed as a woman. It usually accentuates female features. Like,
Okay, what are female
beautiful
features?
Beautiful hair. It depends on the society.
What are female features?
Well, it depends on the society.
Okay, in America.
In America, it's usually long hair and long dresses and like low cut shirts.
Okay, but isn't that something
And
that you
heels
guys are trying to deconstruct and take that away? Like, you don't want that to be a feminine trait? Like, I have seen plenty of butch women with short hair.
Yeah, so they're allowed to exist. We don't have a problem with them.
So short hair can't be feminine.
It can be.
So short hair can be feminine, but then feminine is also long
short
hair.
hair is generally not feminine, but on a lady who is also mostly presenting as feminine, then like it's not necessarily a feminine trait, at least considered like around us, but like it's on a lady. So
Okay,
like
can you give me some masculine traits now?
a beard.
A beard. So can a woman have a beard?
Yeah. Doesn't make her any less of a woman. Why is this so hard for you to understand?
Because for millions of years or thousands of years,
trans people existed.
no.
Yeah.
No. This is a new thing.
Look it up.
No. For thousands of years, there have been psychopaths.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yes.
they're trans now. They're considered trans now. Not
Are you
psycho.
trying to say that trans are psychopaths? Is that what you
No,
just said?
you're the one who's trying to imply that trans are psychopaths.
No, I don't
I'm
think I said
saying
that. You said
there
that.
were people back then and people today who think that they're psychopaths, but that doesn't make them psychopaths.
All right, we got a caller on line 532. So let's go ahead and bring him in here. Caller line 532. How you doing?
How you doing? Uh-oh. Are you doing silly things, Sam?
I'm not doing anything.
Are you sure?
Hello, caller. Okay. You know what?
Aw.
People calling in and then they just hang up. They're scared. It's okay. It's fine.
I
All
know.
right, caller on line 72 is back. How you doing?
I hear it now.
Hey.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is scuffed. All right. So, anyways, did you read the book that I told you to read yet?
No, not yet. I've been busy with my
You
second
still haven't
job.
read the book yet.
Yeah, what was the
You're
book?
still LARPing. You're still a LARPer. You're LARPing.
I'm LARPing?
I told you to read the Communist Manifesto.
Oh, that
You
book.
have yet to
Yes,
do so.
I've read that book. Yes, actually,
Oh,
I
it's
have.
about time.
Yes.
Okay, so you see
I read
why
that in the
it's so
first week you
stupid?
told me to read it, so.
All right, great. Cool.
Uh-huh.
And if you read that book and you think that's an intelligent book, then well,
Oh, do you
no,
not?
you.
I mean, there's some things I kind of disagree with it on it, but like overall,
It's all just
I think the
illogical,
Marxist
like
look on.
circuitous logic that doesn't make any sense.
Do you not
Anyways,
believe that, like, throughout history?
You're not wearing. Are you wearing this ironically?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. We are in a kind of a postmodern area, or not
Well,
postmodern,
because
post-ironic
if
era.
you are, then you're probably committing a hate crime in several countries.
Oh, yeah?
We're
Okay.
gonna have to send you to the bye-bye camp.
Okay.
And
Well,
the WEF people
come and get
in,
me then.
and they give us social credit scores.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be on the Q list, the
Cool.
quarantine list.
Hell yeah.
You're going to be QAnon because you're going to be anonymous at that point when they put you into, the food processing plant and they turn you into Soylent.
Oh, so like
And then we're going to eat. We're going to eat like bug flavored Josh, and that's how the future is going to be. 'Cause I love science. Don't you trust the science?
Yeah, I trust the science. I sure
Okay.
do.
You know that? Did you know that? Fun fact: trans people did not exist before surgery.
What do you mean?
Did you know that?
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Before
And
surgery?
did you know that? Yeah. Did you know that when they get the surgery, that still doesn't change anything because you can't change your chromosomes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you don't. Wait,
are you saying that people who
science,
don't
right?
like
Not
get surgery?
Science.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So you trust the science, not science, right? Like whatever the talking heads on the media tell you, which is actually the CIA.
Mm-hmm. It's the CIA.
Yeah, you think I'm kidding, right?
No.
Like, do you know what Operation Mockingbird is?
No, enlighten me.
Okay, so in 1950s, after World War II, the CIA went in and took control of every single media station.
Uh-huh.
And they've been in control of it ever since. And you can see plenty of videos where that's pointed out.
Okay.
Okay. Even Anderson Cooper is, quote-unquote, formerly part of the CIA.
Does that include YouTube?
I mean, this is all, like, freely available information. This isn't even, like, conspiracy
so you don't know
stuff. This
so
is
you
just,
don't
like,
know.
following, like, paperwork.
So you don't know?
Employment history.
So, yeah, I don't watch anything that's broadcasted on television. I watch shit on
Yeah, you say that,
internet.
but you watch YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube.
Is the YouTube? I ask you, is the
Twitter.
YouTube controlled by the CIA as well?
Who?
YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The CIA has their own offices in, like, especially Disney.
Uh-huh.
They have their own wing in Google.
Great. Did you know I don't like the CIA? What's your
and
point?
Intelligence operatives work there. They have direct communications with the Pentagon. YouTube is a subsidiary of that.
I think what he's saying is that you're falling right in line, right in lockstep with everything that they're pushing.
Okay.
Like, you're like,
and you guys are
like,
doing
you're
what?
Just like, ooh,
because you guys listen to the
flavored.
Republicans who say the exact same stuff you do, who are on live television saying the exact same talking points that you guys are talking about, and you vote for them, and you worship them, and you put them on pedestals. So that's totally okay. They're definitely fighting the system. They definitely don't like the CIA.
Put them on pedestals.
I think you.
As far as I'm concerned, they're just same people, you know.
And they totally should be there.
Eagle?
Right? They should totally be there.
Have you heard of the double-headed eagle?
No.
The two heads feed the same body. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So what these people really want is that they want, like, a protected class of people.
You mean like a bourgeoisie?
Where they can eat filet mignon and, like
the
bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
Right. And, like, drink
very
their
Marxist
blood
of you.
And worship Moloch.
Yeah, okay.
While the rest of us eat bugs and work, which we're already eating bugs and work, so I don't really understand the logic.
Right, so why aren't you on my side?
But, you know, well, because the real government's like some sort of shadowy figure thing.
Oh, yeah, there's some secret shadow government.
That's telling all these people, like, drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Who cares?
Drink the Kool-Aid. And they're like, okay.
So
And then everyone drinks the Kool-Aid.
Tell me how me dressing like this falls into the secret shadow government's plan.
Well, you're drinking the Kool-Aid because you're falling in line with the things that they want.
Okay, and you're not?
So I am, actually.
Oh, yeah, tell me.
Which is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Double-headed eagle.
It's almost like we don't have much of a choice and that we're not really free. Right?
Well, what choice do you have? That's the real question.
No.
All right, because most of the things that are presented into society are to polarize so that they can turn us against each other.
Right.
So that we don't work together.
I agree.
All right.
Which is why anarchist solidarity is so important. And mutual aid.
You say that, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is that with anarchism, there will always arise a hierarchy out of that, no matter how much you wish that it wouldn't.
Yeah, right? Except for the fact that,
a million times over and over. So the best thing you can do is create a level-headed, very authoritarian government.
Minimal anarchy or minimal hierarchy, not hierarchy abolition.
Preferably some kind of like theocratic authoritarian structure.
Oh, you mean like what we have now? Yeah, probably not. Probably not that.
This is not what we have.
Oh, we don't have a theocracy? We don't have a theocracy.
No. Well, okay. We have a Luciferian oligarchy. Which is essentially like a theocracy, except it's satanic.
Oh, okay.
Right?
It's satanic.
So, I mean, if you like this, if you like all the things you complain about, like corporations and blah, 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 right? That's not in line.
Those are the protected class. Those are the protected class of people who like to eat veal and screw kids and whatever. So, like, we have the same enemy. You know what I mean?
We do have the same enemy.
So you're dressing up like one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're ideologically split because you think that that's your identity.
Because you believe
and
in
I've
fairy
come to
tales
the
like
realization
God.
That this is mine. And somewhere we have to work together in the middle.
Right.
Hopefully you're still not dressed like that when, the bullets start flying because these people try to turn us against each other.
Right.
And we all just collectively turn against them instead.
I hope.
That would be preferable.
Yeah.
When they start cutting off the food supply. And, I mean, they're already burning down all the food, facilities.
You might be an anarcho-communist yourself, my friend. So what kind of structure is going to have to be replaced, Well, how are we going to fix the world here?
We're somewhere close, right? Except I'm, polar opposite and, sort of above the field a little bit. Because I'm looking at this more... What's the word? Objectively. How do we systematically fix things? All right, that's my concern.
That's also my concern.
What worked, what didn't. Okay, well, you know what? Muddying the waters, telling children that they can be whatever they want to be, and all this stuff is making them confused.
Oh yeah,
and
in what way?
Them to commit suicide.
Tell me.
That's not helpful.
Yeah. Do you not? You really think that they're becoming confused and committing suicide because of them going to drag queen story time?
Yes, I've heard from many parents when their kids come home and they're like, I don't know who I am anymore, kind of stories. And it's like, yeah, that's probably not good, right? I don't believe that stuff. I think it's satanic. I know it's satanic.
And so you tell them it's wrong for them to think that this is okay.
Actually, what you're doing is in the Bible, and it says not to do exactly what you're doing, which is where.
Hey, are you wearing shirts of mixed cloth? Hey, do you eat pork?
So my question, wait, hold on. Do you support Islam?
I support people who believe in Islam if they're good people. I don't like extremists who kill
Islamic
people.
people, most typically, would probably burn you in the street.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I lived in Iraq for a year. Those people would stone you to death for what you're doing.
Probably not great.
Okay, and those are like straight up Islamic people.
They also probably wouldn't feel too comfortable being in the same room with you.
Probably
worse than
me.
You would be.
Yeah, and that's not right. Now is it? But you're also talking to someone who likes to make atheistic points. That's a religion, and religion's inherently bad because it forces you, or it makes you believe in superstitious things that aren't aligned with reality.
So it is sort of it's like a proto-religion.
Okay,
itself.
Sir.
I'm going to drone on more.
Okay.
It's your show, Sam. You can cut him off if you want to.
You got conclude in 60 seconds.
So the conclusion is that, you know what, you guys can sit there and complain all the stuff you want. The only reason that you guys are complaining about any of this stuff is because times got too good. You had nothing to fight for. Well, guess what? Now you do. You got these globalists that are trying to literally put us in pods and imprison all of us and put us in, to abject slavery again. It's just I don't know, man. We all have to just get over this crap. We disagree with you 100%.
Well, not 100.
The whole LGBTQ stuff.
Yeah.
At this point, does it really matter? We just need to stop talking about it and start focusing on the real.
Yeah, don't focus on their repression or anything. Okay.
We can fight after. Okay.
Can we? Can I ask you one question?
It's got to be quick.
We got another caller. Do you think Sam should have?
There's somebody else to harass you.
Do you think that Sam should have taken the bet, or do you think he's in the right by not taking the bet?
Wait.
He's asking whether or not I should have taken the bet. He made a bet at the beginning of the show that if I use they, them pronouns, that he would give me $50 by the end of the show.
Or at least she, her.
That's just basic critical race theory stuff. And it actually comes from critical class theory, which is Marxism. And so it's the same thing over and over again. That's also part of the circular economy stuff. You see it in 1984. Newspeak, right? Brave New World, where the corporations own everything and they sexualize your children. That's in all these books. Animal Farm, that's all you have to do is just find these books and read them, right? Before they frickin' delete them, make copies, share it with people, and realize that the people that wrote those books are the people from those movements. And if you do historical research into that, you'll find that. right? Like we've done that research. We've figured it out, right? It's the same thing, right? They put like a new packaging on the same old crappy product. And all it is just a bunch of people, the good old boy system, where at the end of the day, there's all the billionaire playboys want to be at the top and subjugate everybody else, and haha, you're all eating bugs. That's all it is. And there's people that are actually puppeting them. Those are the ones making the system, right? And really the best slave for any of those who are billionaires watching this, millionaires that are going to be part of this new credit score system that the WEF is pumping out, just remember this. The best slave is the one that thinks they're free.
The best slave is the one who thinks they're free. And on that note, we've got another caller on line 672.
That's my favorite line.
Sir, we appreciate you calling in. Thank you for being on the Same Daily Show. Bye-bye.
Bye, Josh.
Bye.
All right, so this one, I think you'll find his voice familiar. It is good old transmission repair. Aaron, how you doing?
Aaron?
And I even sent him a message, and I said, be ready.
And he's not ready.
Yep. So we're going to sit here in silence until transmission repair Aaron says something. Hello. It's a pleasure to have you. What should I send to him in a message that is just like, thanks, dude?
I don't know. You're the mean one here. You're more mean than I am.
All right, I'm going to type something that is...
Don't make it too long. Aaron's a little dumb. Sorry, that was mean. That was mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be saying anything. Well, shoot. Again, if you guys want to call in, jump on to Sam Daily Show, scroll to the bottom, join the community, and you can be a part of the show and ask this absolute moron some questions.
You know, I don't think our last caller really answered the question. I'm assuming it was a no. You shouldn't have taken the bet.
No, that's me bending the knee and being like, for money. There's a difference between you and me. Is that I'm not.
Knee.
I'm not. I don't. It's not money that I'm after.
Oh yeah, it's what, salvation, right? If heaven was all,
you understand that, like, let me put it in perspective here, is that I could sell all this equipment and then I could do lawn care at this time instead, and I could be making twice as much as what I'm making now, right? So
but you really want to be heard, so that's why you made this show.
No, I think that the truth needs to be heard, and evil needs to be exposed.
And you know the truth, right?
No, I know. I do know the truth.
Yeah. What is
but
it?
I also know the evil.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
You're so good at discerning good and bad. Oh, my goodness. Do you think sheriffs are good?
A sheriff?
Yeah. Do you think, like, sheriffs as, like, a job? Do you think that's a good thing?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about how sheriff systems work?
Please educate me.
I wish I had my notebook. I totally forgot it, and I'm really upset about it. But
educate me. Educate us all on sheriffs.
Sure. First, there's a
today on this hour we are going to hear all about sheriffs by Anarcho Josh. Take the floor.
There's a difference between a sheriff's office and a sheriff's department. I believe the office is just a private institution run by a sheriff, while the department is run has at least oversight by the government. Sheriff offices have no oversight and pretty much can get away with whatever the hell they want. They also help run prisons, and they have this loophole where they're just allowed to take your money. Or anything that they suspect of as a as a part of a crime, and then they just take it, and then there's this loophole where they sell it to like other sheriff's departments, and then they get money for it, and then they just get to pocket that money. They also, since they help run jails, sheriffs, will completely neglect the people in that jail so that they can put more money in their pocket. And sheriffs are generally elected, and I think it was either 40 or 60% of them go unopposed in these elections. And so they could just be sheriffs for, like, the average amount for a sheriff compared to a police chief. A sheriff is 11 years, like, as a sheriff on average in America, while a police chief is, like, 4. And so sheriffs can just like make a whole career out of and just have enough money to retire in like 11 years.
What should we do about that?
At least pay
A man in a woman's clothing.
Pay attention. Pay attention to who's your sheriff. Pay attention to what they're doing. And if you can, try to run against them or at least try to vote them out, because if they're doing icky things, like, stop them from doing icky things.
Yeah, we need to find a sheriff that's more like you, right?
Oh, yeah. One that's probably going to, like, stop deputies from abusing inmates and stuff like that.
What do you think your suicide rate is?
My suicide rate? What do you mean?
Like, if you were to just, the chances of you just...
Probably pretty low. I think I'm pretty mentally stable for the most part. Maybe a little ADD, but who knows? But I'm pretty happy.
I'm tempted to ask the question on here. I've got little polls that I'm able to do, is asking, what do you think Anarcho Josh's suicide rate is?
Go for it. I don't care.
Yeah. So we still have transmission repair Aaron on the line, but nothing. So
what makes you think that Christianity?
I'm here.
Oh
I'm
my
here.
God.
Oh my gosh. He has this. That's a great microphone. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Yikes. Post production, we might need to put in some subtitles for Aaron.
Yeah. What are you talking to us on? Like a Nokia?
Yeah, something like that, right? No, I'm in my car.
Have you tried taking
I'm
us off?
transmission repair Aaron. Every time I'm not on the podcast, I'm in a car. So I'm in my car.
Okay. Do you have a question, transmission repair Aaron, before you give us all headaches with your
Maybe
trash mic?
get us off the speakerphone.
Yeah, I just figured I'd stop it and give a transmission fact, ask a quick question, and then bounce.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Tell me
'Cause I
when.
can't
Tell me when the transmission fact of the day is going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I can't hear Josh, so...
Okay. Well, when's the transmission fact of the day going to be? Let me know when.
We'll do it after the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the question.
So I've been listening for a little bit because I had to be on deck to get in. So I just wanted to. You were talking earlier about slavery and the comparison between the sewer slide rates for that. And for Anarcho Josh, you pointed out how like the treatment of the slaves couldn't be the only factor, but your argument that the factor for the special people doing a special thing to themselves was the treatment from Christian families. So how can you argue that the treatment from Christian families is what's leading to the special people doing the special thing, when you also argue that the treatment of slaves' masters was not what could have led to their them doing the special thing?
Due to the fact that I was specifically talking about when they aren't allowed to express their identity. When that happens, the suicide rate shoots up like tremendously. It skyrockets. That's why.
So does the sexual assault rate.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like,
you mean they're more likely to be sexually assaulted if they transition?
No.
Oh.
They do more when they transition.
What? You're saying that people who transition are more likely to sexually assault?
When there's a higher tendency among trans and drag people to commit sexual assault than there is among not trans and drag people.
Sources. I want to know where you're getting that information.
I think it's
Sources.
higher. I think it's even higher.
Source.
I think it's higher with drag. I think it's higher with drag. I don't know if it's like interchangeable between the two. I don't know if they're counted as
so
the
there's
same
an
thing.
inherent issue in the drag community. Okay, great. There's an issue. We should probably address that. But that doesn't mean that like drag is inherently bad or being trained or being.
No, you're right, and I'm not expressing that it is, but I'm just saying, I can throw out statistics just as much as you can, but the fact of the matter is that these people do the special thing higher than almost any other group of people in the United States.
Yeah, and that's probably a problem, huh? Except also I don't believe you, but I'd love to see your sources on that.
It might mean that it's a mental illness, but what do I know? Oh wait, it did say that for the longest time, and then they stopped. They stopped it because then it went from science to science.
Doing those things that we're talking about, those people that do those things that we don't like. Yeah, that's a mental disorder. Sure.
All right, transmission fact in 5. Go. The transmission.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're waiting.
I mean, just the fact that, in certain types of cars, if the car has gotten a transmission replaced, there's a 42% higher chance that transmission will blow out.
The transmission fact of the day.
Bye.
All right, we appreciate that. Thank you for the call in, transmission repair Aaron. Okay, we have another caller on line 2.5. So, if we can get him in here. Caller on 2.5. I think that you've been on the show before. How you doing?
I'm so great.
Is this Wyatt?
Yeah, it is.
Hey Wyatt, how you doing? How you doing since 5 minutes ago?
I'm doing pretty great. I drank a bottle of sparkling water.
Okay, well that makes you queer.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
I drink sparkling
I got
water,
a real
so
question.
probably.
All right. So, Mr. Schizophrenic, he was on a couple callers ago, right? He brought up a very valid point, and then you kind of acknowledged this that
Okay.
Maybe we do have a common enemy, right?
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Would you be interested, revolting together? Putting ideological differences aside.
My problem. It's what happens after. It's not about us burning down the buildings or whatever. It's about what comes after. Because I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is everyone on your side is going to want to put in some sort of authoritarian super hierarchy system where democracy is no more, where my whole system that I would like to put in place is pretty much pure democracy.
But you're an anarchist, not a democracy
I'm an
lover.
anarcho-communist.
Yeah.
And democracy is a great way to make sure that things are, everyone's happy and also doesn't allow for hierarchy.
Wait. Democracy is not a great way because it's just 51% of the population.
Yeah, but how often is it just 51%?
Most of the time. Did you look at the last election?
Do you know that I don't trust our elections? Do you know that gerrymandering and redlining is a thing? Do you know that I think there's probably more not libertarian, leftist people in Missouri than not, except
sources.
Gerrymandering? Sure. I said think. I don't know that for sure, though. I'm not claiming that as fact, but I'm pretty sure.
That's irrelevant, though, because just in a democracy, you only get 51% of the population happy. That doesn't work, because then the other 49%, they're pissed off.
So do
you have to take into account that 70% of the population just doesn't even think for themselves.
As in they don't vote. True. Maybe they don't vote.
I'm talking left and right. I'm saying that probably 90% of the population doesn't even think for themselves.
Great. So the people like me should probably be a lot louder than people like you.
No, you don't think for yourself.
Oh yeah, you don't think so?
No.
Oh,
no,
why
you're
not?
doing because
Why
if
not?
this was 20 years ago,
you're just parroting everything I hear on right-wing networks. Do you think for yourself?
Name something.
Fox News.
No, mine are, the things that I have said they're traditional. They go back as far as time.
Okay, so you're still not thinking for yourself. You're letting dead people dictate what you think.
No, I'm letting God dictate.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
Because I don't think you quite understand all the philosophical issues that come with your God existing.
Wyatt. Just quiet. Just for one moment.
I want to hear
Go
what
ahead. What were you saying? Just say it.
I said it already.
You live your life by this communist manifesto. It's terrible.
Yeah,
terrible book.
I don't live my life by it.
And you live your life off of a few key points, and it's the stupidest part. You don't even acknowledge, the complete. And look at Marx and Marx's complete ideology. You don't accept all of it.
Of course I don't. Because Hegelian dialectics are fundamentally flawed as well. and that's what Marx based them off of. So, like it isn't perfect, his understanding of what he sees as a class struggle
So you're
throughout all
saying
of human
Marx
history.
is imperfect, but your thinking is perfect.
No, absolutely not. No way did I ever
why
claim
do
that.
you why do you think
I just think you guys are wrong.
Your form of government is correct if you acknowledge imperfectness.
I think it's just the most correct. That's what I believe, is that it's probably more correct, at least like ethically, than the versions of government you people want to put in place. That's all.
Okay, but I got a question.
Sure.
If you are an atheist, right, you don't acknowledge
I make atheist arguments.
perfect...
I'm actually more of a theist, but I feel like I shouldn't make theist arguments here because you people need to like understand where atheists are coming from.
Why do you think people are imperfect?
Why do I think? Because we live in an imperfect universe that naturally has entropy. It's inherent.
But like, why are people imperfect though?
Because our universe inherently has entropy, and also perfection isn't a literal concept that actually exists. Nothing is perfect. We don't live in a perfect universe, so nothing's perfect. What do you mean? You agree that nothing's perfect. You think God's perfect, sure, but God doesn't exist outside of the universe.
In a perfect creator.
Yeah, of course you do.
The creation
perfect creator are perfect. Are we perfect?
No, we're not.
Why not?
Because of sin.
Well, why didn't a perfect creator create perfect beings?
Because then we wouldn't have free will.
Why not? God has free will.
What?
Do you think God has free will?
Well, that's flawed thinking, because one, God cannot create a being more powerful than him.
Why not?
Right? Why not?
Why not?
Because that goes against the law of nature.
Oh yeah.
Much,
Oh, you mean because he's omnipowerful or whatever? Yeah.
No, omnipotent doesn't mean he can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever is in his will, right?
Powerful,
or whatever is logically possible.
But God inherently isn't logically possible. So.
Get into this.
Hey, Sam.
I have a headache.
I know you like harassing women, but if you could stop throwing shit at me, I would love that. You want to talk about not being professional on your own fucking show? Jesus Christ.
Sam, I think you're doing
you can't be using that kind of.
Oh, the fuck I can't.
I will shut you down. Look at this. I have this special little button right here that goes mute. Yeah, you're not going to be using that language on this show. Wyatt, how you doing? Glad to have you on the show.
I'm so glad to be on the show. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing good. You know, just showing my powers that be, and you know, if somebody says something that is not necessary, then
you're violating my right to free speech.
Yeah. Wyatt, glad to have you on the show. We're gonna go ahead and jump to the outro.
All right.
Thank you very much for calling in. We appreciate it. Again, folks, if you want to call in, go to samdailyshow.com, scroll to the bottom, be a part of the community. Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Are you going to say that again?
Don't throw shit at me.
Don't use the Lord's name in vain.
Then don't throw shit at me. Do we have an understanding here?
Okay, I want to do a boxing match at some point. So it's basically we put on gloves and we just go at it. Waiting for somebody to come and handle the streaming process is here. We're also looking for more writers, more editors, more publishers. Those who are interested, join the community. Go to samdailyshow.com, scroll to the bottom, check it out. We are coming to a close. If anybody else wants to call in, I don't think we have any other call-ins. We can jump to the questions. If somebody's saying or comments, and somebody says, he's struggling here, so let me explain. God can, but that doesn't mean God has to. Thank you, a poll you know. We appreciate the clarification.
Yeah, totally.
We also appreciate you for watching, whoever is watching or listening. The podcast we're working on it. There's a lot that we are backtracking, but we will have more out there in podcast form. Until then, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. Anarcho Josh, do you have anything lastly to share?
Yeah. Oh, is the camera on me?
Yes, the camera.
Are you sure? I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, I, love your neighbors. That's what Jesus would want. So maybe you shouldn't push for laws that oppress your neighbors, because I don't think that's loving them very much. Okay, bye. Toodaloo. Mwah.
That was a whole lot better than the outro of the last one.
Mwah.
Great.
Fuck the government.
Muted. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. I'm going to outro with beatbox because we haven't created an outro yet. So, just kidding.